Thanks for tuning in. Strap season, where I document the journey of boxing's top contenders and also the title holders, soldiers on a mission to protect the crown at all costs. On deck, Canelo vs. Triple G, Saturday, September 17th, and coming this fall, Aerospace Jr. vs. Terence Crawford. Strap season is series. On the last episode, we talked about Gervonta Tank Davis versus Rolly Romero. We all saw what happened. Tank stopped rolling in dramatic fashion, and here we are, episode 7. Canelo takes defeat for the first time in 9 years, moving through the ranks, undisputed at 168, made a pit stop at lightweight to take a shot at Dimitri Bivol's title. But Bivol was focused and ready, controlling the distance with his jab and his movement. Canelo didn't have much luck walking down Bivol. He had success in small doses, but found himself on the defensive plenty of times. Bivol applied smart pressure, putting Canelo on the ropes, but at a distance where he could see Canelo's counters and react swiftly. Bivol has had hundreds of fights in the amateurs, so he's seen almost every style. His amateur record, 268 wins and 15 losses. And oh yeah, unanimous decision, Dimitri Bivol. But Canelo wasted no time. He's already set to face Triple G in September, and he wants a rematch in May with Bivol. Let's take a look back at Canelo vs. Triple G 1 and 2, but first let's check in with the two welterweight kings, Elder True Spence and Terence Crawford. The last time we saw Spence, he was up against Yordenis Ugas. Arrow won via 10th round TKO stoppage, and the last time we saw Terence Crawford, he was up against Sean Porter. Crawford won via 10th round TKO stoppage. With Ugas and Porter scratched off the list, we're down to this highly anticipated mega fight.
Oh, well, everybody know who I want next. I want Terence Crawford next.
You're going to make that happen?
Huh?
You're going to make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps and I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you. Man down. Strap season. I know what time it is, baby. Terence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
No. I fancy Terence Crawford in the fight by the slimmest of margins. I mean, you put point percentages on this one, you know. You say it's a 50-50 fight. Nah, this is a 49.1 against 49.9. Almost 9. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I mean,
and now the future, Terence, because the most important thing is you make the decisions on what happens next in your career. What do you want next? Who do you want next?
Well, you already know who I want. I've been calling them out all day. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll go up to 154. Maybe if Spence get his tail out his butt, he'll fight me. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean? I'm with whatever.
At the time of this video, seems like it's going down in October. Both fighters are saying it's 100% on late this fall. Whoever gets the victory, they will stand alone on top of the welterweight division. Gladiator, 300, Clash of the Titan. All great warriors have a particular mindset: analyze, seek, and destroy. Welcome to Strap Season, the series, Part 7. The long wait is almost over. It's like a long road trip, and the final destination is welterweight unification. Check out C. Anthony TV for boxing news and highlights. They have a common opponent. Let's see how they attack Sean Porter. Fight night, September 28, 2019. Sean Porter versus Aerospace Jr. Porter had the WBC title and Errol had the IBF title. Porter can box and get on his toes, but at the end of the day, he wants to pressure you and make it an ugly fight. Errol came out and established his jab early, with Porter constantly trying to force his way inside. Porter kept up the pace, controlling the tempo. Errol remained calm under pressure. As usual, he was in lumberjack mode. Chop, chop, chop till they dropped. As the fight progressed, Porter became more aggressive and more reckless, leaving himself exposed. He was hit with a well-timed shot by Spence that dropped him. With 1 minute left in the 11th round, he got the victory and took Porter's WBC strap. Errol Spence is a pressure fighter who controls distance with his jab, applying pressure, forcing you to the ropes. Relentless body attack is sure to follow, but in this fight, he showed he could fight off the back foot and remain defensively effective while timing shots effectively. Catch and shoot, duck and pivot, we saw the total package that night. We all know about the car crash, his car rolling over and over, and him being ejected from the vehicle. He's looked good in his return. Fight night, November 20th, 2021. Terence Crawford vs. Sean Porter. WBO title on the line. He was ready to shine. From the opening bell, he was focused. Crawford is a relentless switch hitter, southpaw/orthodox, who's always dangerous. Front foot or the back foot, really doesn't matter. Tremendous hand speed with great footwork makes it hard to pin him down in the corner or on the ropes. He came out orthodox for the first round and the second round, filling out Shawn Porter. In the third round, Buzz switched southpaw and made it a fight and started looking to punish Porter with uppercuts. Versus Porter's bull rush, Crawford would simply take a step back and throw a left hook to the body. Then he would switch it up and throw check hooks. In the middle of the ring, Crawford was too elusive. Porter fought hard at times and did have moments of success. The fight was close through 6 rounds. In the 8th round, Crawford let his hands go as Porter started to slow. In between rounds, Bomac emphasized punishing the body more. In the 10th round, Crawford was accurate, landing a high percentage of his power shots. And we all know Crawford became the first to stop Shawn Porter. In this fight, Crawford showed great movement and showed how quick he could adjust to nullify Porter's bull rush. Another common opponent they share is Kell Brook, aka the Special One. Fight night, May 27, 2017, Spence vs. Brook, with Kell Brook's IBF strap on the line. Brook has a great, well-timed jab that bothered Spence early in the fight. He was quickly countering Arrow's jab with his own jab right over the top, disrupting Arrow's timing and rhythm. Brook has a lot of experience, and he fought well in the middle of the ring. He was even able to back Spence up at times. Through 6 rounds, the unofficial scorecard had Kell Brook ahead, 4 rounds to 2. As the fight progressed, Spence started to build momentum. He became more aggressive and increased his punch output. Brook fought fire with fire. He stood right in the pocket with Spence. His jab bothered Spence, and he was able to put Spence on the defense by switching up his attack and staying off the ropes. In the 7th round, Brook increased his pressure and started to press forward, having success with a straight right, then the left, and sometimes mixing in the uppercut. Late in the fight, Spence turned to another level with his pressure. Brook slowed down and Spence started to dig to the body. Spence moving ahead on the scorecards. The fight went back and forth. Arrow was relentless. Brook wasn't able to fight off the attack, and you could see the pressure in his eye was starting to swell. Arrow was able to smother Brook's offense as he proceeded to chop him down with body shots en route to 11-round stoppage, and the IBF title was now his property. Strap season. Crawford faced Kell Brook on November 14, 2020. Kell Brook was a good test for Crawford. Brook took a loss to Triple G, in which he suffered an eye injury. Then he took a loss to Spence, but he was back and he said he was feeling refreshed. They met in the middle of the ring, looking to showcase their skills. Brook was patient. His jab gave Crawford trouble early. According to CompuBox, Crawford opponents land only 21% of their punches, #1 in the welterweight division. But through 2 rounds, Brook had landed 36%. Late in the 2nd round, Crawford switched southpaw. He started to close the distance on Brook, who's better at fighting from the outside. Before the fight, Crawford said Kell Brook couldn't handle him at the mid-range. In the 3rd round, Terence was landing quick counters, and he was starting to take away Kell Brook's jab. Kell still had success landing the straight right, which is great versus the southpaw stance, but Crawford started to get in a good rhythm. He was dominating the jab battle and was slipping in body shots whenever he had the chance. In the 4th round, Terence picked up the pace. He stood his ground in the middle of the ring, looking to land big power shots. He switched into another gear, looking to hurt or finish Kell Brook, and with 2:18 left in the 4th round, Terence countered Brook's straight right with a short straight right hook that rocked him. Kell was in shock. He took the 8 count. He was up against the ropes against one of the best closers in the game. Crawford was out for blood, ready to add Kell Brook to his resume of fighters who he had brutally stopped. He pressured Brook into the corner and let his hands go, releasing the vicious attack that stopped Brook, with the ref stopping the fight with a minute 54 left in the 4th round. Crawford upgraded his status with this TKO victory, making adjustments, switching his stance, and closing the distance while increasing his punch output. Made for a very impressive fight. After the fight, he said he wanted to waste no time and get straight to Pacquiao or Spence. Pac-Man retired, so here we are in fight negotiations. Preparing to see the biggest fight we've seen in years, the Big Fish, Errol the True Spence Jr. versus Terence Bud Crawford. Strap season 2022. Stay tuned as we prepare for the upcoming trilogy bout, Canelo Alvarez vs. Triple G, which is sure to be a treat for fight fans on September 17th. Canelo is no longer #1 pound for pound, but he's still boxing's #1 draw. The fighting pride of Mexico has a long list of contenders. Triple G, Bivol, Benavidez, Charlo. Stay tuned. Strap season the series.